What is one word that describes your childhood?
Contented.
Happy.
Average.
Exciting.
Intriguing.
What would you say your favourite toy was?
My Star Wars figures.
Yeah.
Or my 18 figures. Used to play with them. Have little wars. With Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker and all them. Yeah, I love Star Wars. I watched it over and over and over again. And then my dad got a pirate copy. Dodgy copy of the third one, Return of the Jedi. And I would always remember sitting there in my living room with this dodgy, fuzzy copy of Return of the Jedi. You could hardly see the thing, but it was amazing.
It was like a metal lorry. It was about, it's difficult to say because when I was small it was big. I would say it was about that big, and I used to tip it up so that it was vertical, and I used to put little soldiers in through the open window and pretend it was a rocket ship going into space. So this is Ted, and this is best friend Monk. So they've lived together for nearly 80 years. I've always had Ted and Monk. Well, they've spent the last 40 years in the loft, but we won't talk about that. Look at that, they're great friends. Yeah. Silly, isn't it?
I think mine was a doll that I had that I named Lindsay. I had the most beautiful pram that went with it, that my mum made lots of clothes for it, and layettes. Dad, I always remember, made me a wooden base to put a bath in, with all the little places to put the soap and the powder. And he made it because he was a carpenter.
He was very clever carpenter, wasn't he? Yeah.
Shopkins. This little notebook of Shopkins. It's just got random stuff in it. Pineapple Crush. Marshmallow.
Oh, I like my Nerf guns.
What technology did you have as a child?
We didn't.
Well, we had a television.
You had a television. We didn't have a television until I was 11.
So technology was a
very
television,
basic.
5 o'clock for children, and in fact it didn't come on till 5 o'clock.
No.
And also the radio, which we listened to, especially at weekends.
You were with people more. You weren't quite so isolated as children are now.
No. Well, children today can sit in their bedrooms and they can play on their PlayStations and whatever. And
we were always outside.
We were always outside.
We were always outside with somebody.
Yes, yeah. That's it's difficult for young people here now to understand the lifestyle that we had as young children.
VHS video recorder. I don't know. Tapes, I suppose. I think we had to rent it back then. And the first ever film we watched on it was Bruce Lee, Enter the Dragon. And the video shop started popping up, and it was a trip to the video shop every weekend. It was, it was pretty cool, man.
I didn't actually use a lot of technology.
Until lockdown.
Pause. Wait, reset. I didn't actually use a lot of technology when I was younger.
iPad, iPod, Nintendo DS,
PlayStation.
PlayStation.
What's your favourite game on the PlayStation?
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old were you when you were playing that?
Too young.
Too young. What do you think technology did for your generations?
Not a lot.
It made them a bit addicted.
It might have educated them a bit, but other than that, it's just a bit of a burden.
Yeah. What was your favourite activity or hobby?
Playing outside, like hopscotch or jacks. Roller skates was another thing.
Yeah, I had
definitely
roller
had roller skates.
Yeah.
Or trying to roller skate.
Yeah.
So I had Cowboys and Indians, and the reason we had Cowboys and Indians because the television people, BBC, used to import a lot of American programs, and they were all cowboys and Indians. We used to dress up, and then we used to shoot each other, and there was arguments who's shot and who wasn't. So all didn't cost anything, no devices, just generally running riot. But in us, we didn't get into trouble.
No.
What was your neighbourhood like?
Boring.
It wasn't.
You lived in different places at the time of your childhood.
Yeah, we had Northamptonshire,
Mm.
and then we had the van.
Yeah.
What was the van like?
Fun. Running round and
At the park, in the pool.
Making trouble.
mostly
Yeah, pretty much.
not you.
What lesson did you learn in your childhood that you still carry with you today?
What lesson did I learn? Work hard. Don't be lazy. Just do your best. Always do a good job for people. Make people happy.
Do you think children nowadays would think the same?
No. I think today's generation is proper lazy. I think we were the last proper generation. No offence. You got parents that are just like, I don't know, lazy asses.
Yeah.
The kids are going to be lazy asses. If you've got parents that are you've got parents that are grafters, hopefully they install it in their kids and they're going to be grafters.
Yeah.
So it literally does come down, everything comes down to how you're brought up.
When you brought us up, do you think you passed that on?
Yeah, I think so. 100%. You got work ethic, you work hard.
Yeah.
Jack's young, but he's still got work ethic, I think.
Yeah.
He goes and does his little business gardening and he'd get up out of bed, even though he's probably in bed now, whatever it is, 12 o'clock. But when he's got shit to do, he gets it done.
What about Isla?
I don't
She's
know what
still young.
generation she comes into.
Alpha.
Generation Alpha.
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
2012.
She's in cloud cuckoo land,
Yeah.
bless her.
Well, I suppose friendship, camaraderie.
Yes, I think one of the things would be understanding other people, and
Yes.
when you're with people, I think you learn social skills.
Mm.
And I think that's probably what it would be.
Yeah.
Learning social skills when you're young.
Passing them on to your
Yeah.
children. Yeah.
Little arguments, how to overcome problems within friendships and things like
Yes, yes,
that. Yeah.
definitely.
So I think that would be it,
Yes,
wouldn't it?
definitely.
I think you learn a lot from when you're very, very young. You pick things up, especially in relationships.
So yeah, we've grown up with a very happy childhood to my parents and their parents.
Thankfully.
So yeah, thankfully, yes, we've been very lucky.
We've been lucky. Yeah,
We've
we
been
were very lucky.
Hopefully pass that on to our children
Yes.
and
Yes.
I
grandchildren.
think you have.
We hope so.
That's not the drain.
Got some curly kale.
Simon, see Spurs won today, Si? I might have done. You do.
Great, this is going to be fun. They've got. Oh, she's such a.
No, no.
It's really discontinued.
Oh my
Bloody
goodness.
hell, can I
Only
have
got a tiny little bit of everything.
But it's delicious.
That's don't. I hope not.
It's broken, that's why it's flying funny.
Oh, not sure.